It starts with a decision that you have made, that you are no longer going to settle for the way things had been. You are no longer going to entertain the patterns, the cycles, the thoughts that have been coming up. It starts out with a decision. And I want to have this conversation today because this is coming in hot. And this is something, after so many conversations lately, I think all of us are feeling. I'm hosting our free 4-day soul-led embodiment virtual summit. And this is also very much a through line of a decision to come home to you, a decision to choose you every single day. And as healers, as a powerful healer that you are, time and time again, we see that it gets easy. You just want to serve everyone, right? You just want to serve the world. You want to help. You want to get your gifts out into the world. But what happens when you put you first? In our Quantum Illumination Reiki certification program, I make sure that our healers prioritize their own well-being first. They prioritize healing first. This is why it's fun, flow, play, and ease in the learning process of Quantum Illumination Reiki, because you cannot help the world if you are out flailing around yourself, right? We need you to prioritize you. And here's what I love about this conversation. I was actually in the depths of this yesterday. So one of our speakers, Patty, who is speaking today, which if you guys are not in our free Soul-Led Embodiment Virtual Summit, sign up in the link in my bio, come join us. You get the replays. And then today and tomorrow, literally, this has been so life-changing for everyone involved, including myself. And she reached out and she was like, I'm so excited. And she's like, also, how's your energy? And I was like, I'm doing great. Like, this is amazing. And I'm noticing, like, I noticed today that, or yeah, this was yesterday. I was like, my energy is tired. And my energy was tired, but I was feeling tired. And I was like, this is going to be an evening where I know I've got things to do, but it gets pushed to the side. I am going to take a bath. So I went and I took a bath. I did a cleansing meditation. I lounged on the couch with my husband and I went to bed early because I was like, I know that I'm holding space for other people, for their growth, for their transformation. And I have the opportunity to show up for me now so that I can show up for others. And you guys have heard this quote before, right? You can't pour from an empty cup, and it's so overused and it just kind of makes me want to vomit when I hear it. But isn't it true though? You come first. And let's talk about this decision, this decision to put you first, to pour into you and the butterfly effect of healing. So let me circle back to the summit. Every single woman that has come on so far there's all been a massive through line. And again, it's you. It's prioritizing your well-being. It is making sure that your nervous system is calm, you are regulated, you are aligned, and then giving to the world, right? And it comes down to like the rituals that feel really good, the aligned actions that feel really good, the meditations or whatever it is that feels really good, the prioritizing you. And this is how the butterfly effect of healing starts. It starts with you. It starts with a decision. Someone yesterday inside of our certification program community asked, well, she was making a statement around her attunement. She just recently had a level 1 attunement, and she was making a statement around something in particular, and specifically it was around nutrition. And she asked a question because, I have no requirements for what you eat or anything like that during the certification program as you're learning, as you go through your attunement. But I always suggest your vessel is your gift. Like, this is what's carrying you through the world so you can get your gifts out into the world in this lifetime. Like, we have an opportunity to be able to eat nutritious foods along the way. You decide what that looks like for you. And she, we had this back and forth conversation, and I was like, you know what? Like 3 weeks ago, I got savage with my nutrition. I got savage with my workouts, and I got savage with my water, with my, like, even more so with my sleep, with my own protection of my energy, with my mindset, with my energetics, with my subconscious, like, reprogramming. Why? Because we have, like, when you anchor even deeper into your mission, your purpose, your passion, your vision, and where you're going, that what used to work isn't going to work going forward. It got you here, amazing. But if you want to go to the next level, you've got to do something different. And it's like lock in, not in like a bro marketing, like masculine way, but like, where are you feeling called to go deeper, making the decision? And I, that was the conversation. I was like, well, it's not a how, it was I decided because we, right now we are planning our second retreat. We've got something working on behind the scenes. We're getting ready to teach level 3 of quantum illumination Reiki. We've got people all over the world coming in our certification program. We're getting ready to speak at Wildfire Live in Costa Rica, which PS, if you are not coming, link is in the bio, or DM me and let's chat about it, because this event is going to change the world. And so I'm like, this is not the time to just be like, I think I'm going to do like a little meditation today and then like scroll, right? It's a decision. It starts with you. It starts and ends. It begins and it ends with you. And I love that for you, and I love that for the world, because when you care for you, when you are in alignment with you, when you are clearing out the low frequencies, you're naturally vibrating higher, you are having clearer access to your intuition, your soul codes, your spirit team, God, source, universe, like everything flows so much more smooth. So what is the butterfly effect? I'm so passionate about this. And last night when I was thinking about this, the past 2 nights, I sat in the evening, and I kind of fluctuate in the evenings. I'll either drink cacao or I'll drink like a sleepy time, like tea or whatever. And I'm just sitting outside and I'm listening to the sounds of nature. We're in South Central Texas, so it's still summer here for like 3 more months. But I'm sitting outside, I'm listening to the peace and quiet, and I'm just reflecting on the day, and I'm like, this. The women that have come together in the virtual summit, the women that have spoke, the women in my community, the women in their communities, and how everybody has come together. And I was like, this is the butterfly effect. This is what I call the butterfly effect of healing specifically. This concept, when a butterfly flaps its wings, it causes a tsunami on the other side of the planet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go research it. It is like the most mind-blowing thing. And we forget, I think you've forgotten your own power of that. I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in like, what's the next thing to unlock my soul code? And let me pull another tarot card and let me play with some more crystals and like, let me meditate my way there. And I'm like, stop. Though, yes, keep going. Like, we love that stuff. I meditate. I love my crystals. I love all of that stuff. And also it's like, you forgot how powerful you are. You forgot that a decision to show up and heal, clear, release, to choose you every single day, to vibrate higher, to choose your own healing is the butterfly effect of healing. This is this concept of you choosing to heal, and it impacts the world around you. Now think about your loved ones as you have been on your healing journey, as you've continued to ascend through your own healing journey, right? Or ascend personally, right? The impact that it has on those around you. Like, raise your hand if you're a mom. I'm a mom. They're now both teenagers, which is cray cray. And the impact that it has on your children. Ugh. You guys, I had a conversation with the assistant principal, and that woman did not know what was coming. And the ways in which my son held himself through the conversation that they had yesterday, I was like, yes, that is why we do what we do. It's the DMs that come in and it's like, you don't know me, but you've changed my life. It's the seeing women step into their power, or healers step into their power, or people in your immediate circle step into their power, or the ways in which maybe your spouse is responding differently, or their energy has shifted. It's the impact that you make at a grocery store where somebody smiles, that maybe you don't know what they were going through, right? You never know what someone is going through. And I know you guys know this, but sometimes we need to hear this again and really anchor into this truth. Your energy and your essence is your superpower. And when you own that, you change the world. And it begins with you. It begins with a decision to choose you over and over again. That's the butterfly effect. And that's really what we stand for inside of Quantum Illumination Reiki certification program. When I started channeling it in June of 2021, I was like, me? Okay, whatever. I talk about this story several times on Sacred Whisper podcast, but episode 100 is the most recent where I dive into the depths of like the history of how I channeled it out into the world, the benefits of QIR, how it differs from traditional styles of Reiki. And so I don't want to dive too deep into that, but go check that out. Sacred Whisper podcast, episode 100. But what I realized as I began to get it out into the world, at first I was calling it intuitive quantum healing or intuitive like Reiki or whatever. As I started getting it out into the world, I realized this was more than me. Like, obviously I knew it wasn't about me in the first place, but it was so much bigger than what I had imagined. And now, like, and that was even true through sessions, but as we have healers going through it all across the world and seeing, even before they're attuned in a specific level, seeing the impact that it makes in their own energy and the way that they move through their life, the karmic patterns that are releasing, the generational healing that is happening, the mothers and children connecting and the children getting really deeply healed because mom is getting healed. Hello, generational healing. Without even healing the child, right? What heals you heals those around you. The confidence that people are feeling, the soul codes that are activating, the new styles, the new modalities that are being birthed out into the world, the books that are being written. I'm like, that is the butterfly effect. That is why we call this the butterfly effect of healing. And the through line is the decision. It's you. It begins with you. Not all of your tools, though we love those, right? It begins with you and the decision to continue to choose you every single day, to check in with you. How often are you checking in with you? How much water are you drinking? What are you listening to? What are the thoughts that you are entertaining? Because look, you're a high vibrating soul having a human experience. You cannot bypass the subconscious mind. This is why I so deeply freaking love rapid resolution therapy. I'm also trained in NLP. Like, we have Alchemize that is literally infused with Quantum Illumination Reiki and speaks directly to your subconscious mind. Quantum Illumination Reiki itself heals at a subconscious level too. So it's clearing, freeing, releasing you from those subconscious thoughts that had been coming up for you. And I really just want you to remember, it's you. It's always been you. You are the power. You are the vessel. And when you trust your soul, like, it's not even about trusting your soul's desires, because I think that you already do, but like following through with them and going for it and deciding you every single day and knowing that there's a version of you that sees like that, like, knew where you would be, and you've lived so much of her vision. Can you anchor into that? Oh, I've been having those moments. For some reason, the age 7 comes to me, and I'll have to feel into what that is for me. But like, there's a little girl, a version of you that knew and dreamed of doing some of the things that you're doing today. For me, I was having this conversation with my husband last weekend, and I was like, I always wanted to be like a model, an actress. I always knew I would have a mic in my hand. I always knew I was going to write a book. I was actually published a couple times when I was in high school, maybe even middle school. I have to pull it up, but I wanted to do marketing and layout. I actually have a degree in marketing, a bachelor's in marketing with social media emphasis. And here I am, X amount of years later, getting ready to speak on an international stage. You know, we're writing a book behind the scenes. We have launched a powerful certification program that's changing the world, and it gets to look, and it started with a decision to come back home to me, my soul essence, choosing me every single day so I can be the best version for those immediately around me and for those that are coming into our world as well. So sending you guys so much love. Join our virtual summit. If you are feeling called to our Quantum Illumination Reiki certification program and you want to learn more, DM me Quantum. We have some spots available for our founding healers, and once those spots are gone, they are gone. We won't have any more founding healer spots available. So if you want in on the founding healer opportunity, just DM me Quantum. We'll talk about the details, and I will see you soon. Sending you so much love.